Hey everybody, Hugh here. Welcome back. Well, in this episode we take a June look at the potager and just how things are. You can see plenty of fresh green growth, all very lush, both the native plants and weeds, and of course the ones that we plant ourselves, either for food or for flowers. Let's take a look inside. You can see that the main path has been overgrown by some wild geranium and alchemilla. It's not just a lovely effect, just to have to walk through and brushing your legs. Now of course, thankfully it's not raining, nor has it been raining, so my trousers don't get wet, which is always an advantage. And with the lack of rain, you can see the rhubarb, which was thriving, is struggling now at this stage. The apple tree, of course, has some apples on it. So we'll see what happens. Again, lack of rain, lack of water is a big deal, and certainly having an effect. You can see on the raspberries, the lovely lush clump that was there, it just didn't take this year. I'm not quite sure why. I'm not quite sure. Some of the shoots that have been runners are absolutely fine, but they just, I'm not quite sure. We'll have to look into that. This is the black currant, and again, if you rub the leaves of black currant, you get that lovely black currant smell. And of course, loads of lovely berries coming along, which is super from the food point of view. The little wildflower piece, which is plenty of wildflowers and seed that are going to spread themselves around. So when I'm complaining about the weeding, just remind me of my own little engine. And of course you can see the tayberries and sunberries. Plenty going on there. Plenty for the birds and for ourselves. More of that wild geranium. And you can see plenty of weeds and cutting away some of the grass. That big miscanthus grass just at the doorway so we can actually get in. Fine heap of weeds. It really is super. I'll go back in there, but I just want to show you, this is a sort of an area that I've fairly much neglected, just over by the compost bin here. That's, haven't done very much weeding or whatever, and it's like, oh, there's a nice little buttercup lane down by the tayberries. That's just nice. Trying to keep the camera as smooth as I can. Just as we go through, this is the food tunnel, which a few different thoughts on what to do with it, but nothing has happened apart from the potatoes that I planted a couple of weeks ago. Doing very nicely considering there's been no rain, and we'll see what crop we get off those. They were intensively planted, but should we see. And Mr. Frog came out a little bit earlier to say hello. I think you can see some movement there in the pond. If we aim it right, or maybe not. You can see he already has some slugs there, put aside for his dinner later. And I suppose the main thrust of the weeding particularly has just been keeping the beds areas, or the paths around the beds areas, fairly free, and then trying to tackle the likes of this bindweed in the bed itself. You know, it wraps itself around the plants. Now it does have lovely flowers if you let it grow, but jeepers, does it choke everything. You can see lovely aquilegia there, and some more whites, and beyond them a lovely geum. So the overall effect, I have to say now, is very nice indeed. Rudbeckia there, coming through with a few extra friends, and that was hammered by slugs earlier on when it was trying to grow, so I did go around at one point picking out loads of slugs and transporting them to a better place, so just to give the plant a chance to start and get going, so that's happening now, which is great. So yeah, quick tour, only a couple of minutes, but nice just to get an overview of the potager, growing food and flowers and anything else that's of interest. And I have to say, it's lovely just spending time here pottering about, listening to and looking at the birds. No chemicals, of course. Very nice indeed. Anyway, as always, do look after yourselves, keep safe, keep well, and talk to you on the next one. All the best for now. God bless. Bye bye.